Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Greene. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Greene is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Why do so many businesses struggle while others seem to explode overnight? Do you wish you had the secret to this type of exponential growth? Now, I've scaled more than 20 businesses to over $100 million, and it's not just luck. In my new book with Mark Tim, Mentor to Millions, you'll learn the repeatable framework I use in all my business ventures for massive success. Order at kevinmentor.com and get over $1,000 in bonuses. Head to kevinmentor.com.
Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast. This is your co-host, Seth Greene. With me, as always, is the inventor of the infomercial and the original shark on the hit TV series Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington. Kevin, thanks so much for being here.
Hey, Seth, great to be here. Looking forward to a great interview today.
Yes, today we have the good fortune to be interviewing Matutu Nyabange of MySquard, which, unlike most platforms which focus on a single niche like food, Uber Eats, or transportation, MySquard brings together top quality on-demand services for everything, not just food, landscaping, electrical, transportation, you name it. They've raised millions of dollars of funding from Y Combinator and the venture capitalists who backed Facebook and Uber. Their mobile app already has over 50,000 users. Matutu, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you as well. Thank you for having me, sir.
How did MySquard get started?
Pandemic. Pandemic taught us a lesson that service delivery and how we consume services must change. And I was inspired by those times where, a lot of us couldn't even walk outside to get a haircut for the fear of catching the pandemic. So I was compelled to create something that would, one, assure people's jobs, and then two, would make assurance of service delivery and make it very easy to the people that need it the most. Yes, sir.
You've got some incredible venture capitalists backing you. How did those relationships come about?
Actually, a point of correction, we do not currently have any backing from the venture capital. We have been self-funded. Fortunate enough, I was in a position to be able to self-fund the project. So we are fully funded, we are fully stocked, and that's a very fortunate thing that we have going on with MySquard.
You have, I think I heard 50,000 users. Is that an accurate number?
Yes, sir. Our user base is growing and our service provider is growing.
Under what geographic region does that cover?
Currently, we only cover the DMV area. That's the Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C.
Got it?
Yes, sir. So it's by design, we scale city by city.
Yep. That's important. You got to get users and vendors simultaneous. So it's sort of a very delicate situation. How are you getting your users, the 50,000 users that you have? Are you utilizing digital marketing, or what kind of techniques are you using?
Yes, sir. So initially we started as organic. So one person informed the other person, the organic growth. And then we started deploying and exercising or experimenting with digital marketing. We have used various other platforms, such as Nextdoor and so many other digital platforms. And also we wanted to start a campaign, which is a bit unique. That's almost going door to door, trying to provide service at a very good discount, and also supporting the local businesses in ways these other giants have never done it. For instance, when someone signs as a partner with us to provide services, we provide them with the basic materials such as the business cards, discount codes. We also have a whole a marketing department that market them individually with their existing social media platforms. And that has really worked wonders for us and has saved us a lot of cost because we utilize the same service providers and make them their own form of marketing with their
So you're
existing.
almost getting the business owners, the businesses that are want to be listed on the app. You're getting them to help you market that they're on the app for their customers to attract more customers, but that of course also attracts more businesses to you. So you're making like a self-perpetuating upward spiral.
Yes, sir. So we wanted to be very unique in our marketing ways. And every service provider has an audience, they have following, they have existing repeated customers. So we tap into those existing customers that they already have by giving them discount codes. We also offer them some bonuses for bringing in some of their existing clientele. And it's pretty working good for us at the moment. Yes.
So how many different services do you provide currently? It sounds like, do you do plumbing, air conditioning? Are these all home services, everything across the board?
Yes, sir. Our desires and wishes is to provide everything, to almost become like Amazon of all services, bringing convenience in every way possible. If you need a dentist and they can be able to perform services at your residence, they should be able to do that. If you need a plumber, a barber, and even other unconventional services. But unfortunately, we cannot have every services onboarded them at the same time due to the different nature of their business operations. So at the moment, we put heavy emphasis on the daily consumable services, such as cleaning. We also have the beauty industry, makeup, hair, things of the nature, and we are growing that. And then purposely, after a certain period of time, then we can start enrolling other services at the same time. But because we're already out there and marketing ourselves as a jack of all trades, the other service providers are onboarding themselves without being reached out to.
And so are you looking to build this and then have an exit, or what's the overall game plan for you?
I've had that question so many times, but the exit has never been in my mind. For one reason, I believe that this system, this product is going to live on our day-to-day lives. Every single day, the more older it gets, the more needed it's going to be. So I don't see any future exit anytime soon. Never say never, but at the moment, I believe we have so much to do, so much to work on, and exit is not on the horizon, especially as we are self-funding at the moment. So it's working pretty good for us.
How are you monetizing all of the user base?
So at the moment, every service provider that signs up, we have waived some of the fees, like the commissions have been waived for the purposes of attracting more growth and more service providers. And we do charge a platform fee, which is 15% that is paid by the customer. And we hope after a certain period of time, we can start charging the commission, which is going to be 30% from the service providers. So the total overall commission we get will be 45% between the customer and the service provider. Yes.
You've built something incredible, and obviously it's growing. What city's next?
So we're hoping from here to jump into all major cities. So from here we are thinking of going to New York, San Francisco, and the other major tech hub cities where people adapt to technology very fast and very quickly. So that's our next target. Yes.
If you've got 50,000 users and you can see all of their activity, that would suggest to me that you could be a big data company as well in terms of other ways to monetize that list and what you know about every person's habits and what they purchase.
Yes. So if you look, you see, we are trying to brand ourselves. So there's something that we are trying to do that has never really been done before in the service industry. And we started off by saying there are other platforms. You have Angie's List, you have Handy and all those other platforms, but you'll never know they exist in the community. They'll be by your doorsteps, but you'll never know they're there. So brand credibility and growth of the brand is hindered. Now we decided to be different. Any service provider that comes to us, we provide and supply them with the branding material. And we kind of request for them to always honor those materials, such as t-shirts. We have our own vehicles, which we can supply. We assist them with other tools, branded tools. So the main goal to that is we are now creating a whole different type of niches. Going forward, we are in the process now of opening our own trade schools. So you can come in and you can go through our trade school. We can subsidize your tuition for a certain contract to work with us. Then we deal with beauty industries. So we need products. And we are in the process of creating our own branded products, such as makeup, waxing. Also, we do have specialized tools and cases that these folks use to be mobile at their clients' homes. So we are hoping to partner with the vendor to be able to make the products and open our store. So yes, our focus is to become the Amazon of services, whereby you come to us, we have our own delivery vehicles, we have our own product, we have our own trade schools, we have our own branded equipment and stuff. Yeah.
You could almost turn that into, obviously, I think the goal is a national brand of enveloping all kinds of home services under one roof virtually.
Yes, indeed. And we want to go deeper to services that are not very much traditional in terms of home delivery, such as doctors on demand, fuel services. So eventually, that's coming back to the question, the exit. So the way we brand it, the way we structure the path we are taking is very difficult, but is extremely unique. And if it sticks, then we have the whole world forever.
Your passion is obvious. What do you like best about what you're doing?
It's beautiful because one, it solves two major problems: employment. Now, for any service provider that is, let me give you an example of the pandemic itself. People were struggling. People have skill sets, but they're struggling to apply their skill sets. You're a barber, you cut hair, but no one is coming to the shop because your local community says you cannot work in a shop. You have the tools. You can be mobile. So see how many families can change their lives. Look at the doctors who may not wish to get a office space where they can pay thousands of dollars to rent a space. Now they can be mobile. They can do light medical work. It opens a whole trade, a whole horizon of how we work. And we believe strongly that we are going to change the world in how we work and how we consume services. And look at the other problem we solve. Every person does not, unless if it's a fancy services like you want to go to an ambience place for massage, but it's convenient for someone to come to your home at the moment and cut your hair, someone to come and clean your car, someone to pump your gas during the cold season. So the product is designed to live with you on a day-to-day basis and make you have the freedom and love of enjoyment of your life. So that's one thing that I love the most about our product.
Very nice. So how much capital is it going to take for you to take this into, say, 10 cities?
So we did a projection, and it came to about $1 million a year per 3 communities, meaning that for 3 cities, the DO cities, that's the DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And to take it to cities, I'm a king of saving dollars. I believe in genius ways you can utilize to be able to use very small amount of money for a bigger result. So if I have $1 million, I can take it to a community and make it very successful, just as we are doing it here. Yeah, and I don't also believe in taking too much money from anyone if we don't need it at a time. So about $1 million can take us to a community or 3 communities at a time.
For our folks who are watching and listening and want to learn more or get the app, where is the best place for them to check it out?
So we are available in all platforms, from Google Play Store to Apple Store. We are available in those applications.
And it is MySquad with an R, SQUARD.
Yes, sir. MySquard, correct. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we greatly appreciate your time. We know it's incredible, valuable. We'll tell everybody to go check out MySquard. Matutu, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Seth. Thank you.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Mm-hmm.
Thanks, everybody, for watching or listening. We'll talk to you or see you next time.
Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.